Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Toronto Blue Jays Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 24. In the last episode, we won our second World Series of the series. And we are riding high. We're feeling good. This is what the lineup looks like. And we are probably going to be changing this lineup for the next season. Because when a series is about, when I like to do Legends series, is I like to get a lot of different legends in at different times. So we can kind of, that's what this is about. It's about seeing all these different legends that are in the league. Look at all this stuff. So I want to see all these different guys. So we'll probably change up this roster pretty heavily. We've already won 2 titles. It's not that big of a deal if we change the roster, right? So we will probably move on from Jackie Robinson. We'll probably move on from Mike Piazza, even though Mike Piazza's had a killer season with us. We'll probably move on from maybe George Brett, probably Carlos Beltran, maybe even Buff Bagwell and Cal Ripken. I don't know. We'll probably move on from a lot of these different guys, getting new guys in. Definitely moving on from Johan Santana. Probably Randy Johnson gets traded as well. Pedro Martinez. Just getting some new, fresh faces in there. Not everybody will get moved, but this offseason we're going to use as a basically just get new guys in. Just to see some new people for you guys. So if you're curious about any of the stats, anything like that, go check out the last couple episodes. You can see all of that good stuff, but it's time to get to the offseason. So we'll take a look at retired players. We've got Jose Abreu, Satchel Paige, Kirby Yates. Those are all our guys that retired. Are they Hall of Famers? Obviously Satchel Paige is, but he doesn't make the Hall of Fame because he's already in the Hall of Fame. Clayton Kershaw gets his career ended here, and we will go to review the staff. AJ Hinch, another World Series for him. He'll stay our manager for another season. Hitting coach, we need a new one. So we will probably go with, who do we go with here? Maybe this guy, Mark Kotze? I don't know, but he's got -2 contact. I don't really want that. Although Kevin Seitzer has +3 clutch, and the -1 bunting's not the worst thing in the world. I think I might go for this dude. He's a little bit older. He's like 65. It's not that big of a deal. We need a pitching coach and a third base coach, I think. So who wants to be our pitching coach? Who wants to be our pitching coach? Maybe Manuel Brito? Or Manuel Brito could be? Yeah, why not? Let's make him the pitching coach. We have a 3-year deal, $4 million, and I think we needed a third base coach, right? Yeah, third base coach is something we need. So we could go with Steven Murillo, but -1 arm strength, probably not the end of the world. -1 stealing, certainly not the end of the world. We'll go with Emil Vila as our new third base coach. Hopefully he accepts that. All right, so those are our 3 different staff hirings, hopefully. We have exclusive free agents that we can negotiate with. Now remember, the money does not matter, literally does not matter, because it is a Legends series and the salary cap is turned off. So we will offer whatever money we need to offer to bring everybody back that we can, and then we will make some trades after that. So it'll get done. Although Mariano Rivera probably needs to retire. We will exercise the option on Giancarlo Stanton. I didn't even know he had an option, really. Nolan Ryan is here. Forgot he was on the team, to be honest with you. He's 60. Did I say he's 60 years old? Oh, no, he's a 60 overall. Okay, I was going to say he's 46. I thought they were showing the age right there for some reason. I don't know why. They've never done that before. I don't know why they'd start now, but I've kind of freaked me out for a second. It's like, he's 60 years old? No way. I know that one of the old dudes was like 50-something in this game. Okay, so we will have those exclusive free agents, and we will move on. We got Seitzer as our hitting coach. Brito has accepted the Padres offer. That's not cool. So now we need a new pitching coach. We'll have to go with maybe Tom Yang, I guess. He can be our dude. Sure, why not? See if we get him. Tom Yang has accepted. Fred McGriff headed to the Padres from the Red Sox. Okay. And Vila is now an A. No longer our guy. So we need another third base coach. Who do we want? Who do we want? Devin Hood or Devon Hood, whatever his name is. You're going to be our guy, big dog. Okay, let's get to free agency. Here we are. Free agency has arrived. We've got tendered contracts that I'll take care of off camera. We've got arbitration that I'll take care of off camera. But let's go into free agency. So we got Brian McCann. We've got Bagwell, but we've already offered him a contract, so he's going to accept it. We've got the R. King Griffey Jr. We've got Craig Kimbrell, Shane McClanahan, Tim Raines, Longoria, Luis Robert, or Lubob. The other Brian Wilson, the one that has a big beard, who did not have as good of a year as our Brian Wilson, that's for sure. Camilla Duvall, Catfish Hunter, Torrey Hunter. Well, this isn't that good of a free agent class. We might have to just rely... I might go for Craig Kimbrell. We might have to just rely on trades to change up this look, which is not a bad thing. That's always kind of fun. But I'm going to go do arbitration. I'm going to do tender contracts. We'll get all this sorted, and then we can dive deep into changing this roster. All right, that didn't take long at all. We get right to business, get all of these arbitration offers offered, and then the contracts have all been tendered, so they will accept. Let's dive deep into this team now. So I think I'm going to offer Craig Kimbrell a contract because I think that makes a little bit of sense here. If we're going to lose Mariano Rivera, we might as well replace him with a stud in the submarine. Not how he pitched submarine, but how he had his arm like in a kind of weird... I'm doing the pose. If you can't see me, obviously, but I'm doing his like arm hanging over. It was weird. You know what I'm talking about. So we're going to offer him a contract. He's going to be a Toronto Blue Jay. But that might be the only guy that we offer an actual contract to in free agency. The other trades or the other things we do might be trades. Because we're going to trade Johan Santana. We're going to trade Randy Johnson. We're going to trade Pedro Martinez. We're going to put Bob Gibson back into the lineup. And we're probably going to keep Bob Gibson because I like Bob Gibson. But yeah, we add in Craig Kimbrell to this bullpen, which really makes it awesome. We might trade Raleigh Fingers. I haven't decided yet, but he had a really good year, so maybe not. We probably trade Felix Bautista. We probably trade... I like Vita Blue. I don't know if we'll trade him or not. I don't know. The bullpen might not change that much. Then in the lineup, we'll probably trade Dracky. We'll probably trade Piazza. George Brett probably gets traded as well. Maybe even Nomar gets traded. We're trading a lot of different guys, is basically what I'm getting at here. If you haven't been keeping up, that's probably what happens. Devin Hood is accepted our contract. Matty Bum Bum's going to play for the Red Sox. The other Brian Wilson's going to play for the Pirates. I still have my offer on him, right? Yeah, he hasn't signed anywhere yet. Craig Kimbrell's still here. He's getting good offers from other teams, but he likes ours a little bit better. Slightly better. We've offered Griffey. We've offered Bagwell. They haven't accepted theirs yet. If we're going to do trading, I really would like Pete Rose, if we're being totally honest. I mean, I know he just passed away in real life. I'd really like Pete Rose on this team. It's just a matter of how do we get him. We probably have to give up George Brett. And if we give up George Brett, probably got to toss in somebody else, like this old shortstop that we don't need anymore. He's 27 years old. So this is probably how we get Pete Rose on the team. Is there anybody else that I want? Can I even get anybody? Oswaldo Cabrera? Gabriel Gonzalez. Let's add him to the team. Or add him to the trade, I guess I should say. I can speak. And we'll toss in some bummy relief pitcher. Although I can't, because none of these guys, I can't trade any of these guys. So maybe I can trade in a bummy relief pitcher. None of these guys are able to get traded, but we can trade Ben Lively. So we'll do that. We'll get this stud prospect, and we'll get Pete Rose. Bada bing, bada boom. First trade. In the books, Pete Rose now a third baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays. George Brett heading to the Orioles. Okay. Nomar Garcia-Parra. Next on the hit list. Who do we want to get? I mean, we've had Derek Jeter in the past. Could be fun to have the captain back on the squad. Jimmy Rollins, I don't think we've ever had Jimmy, have we? I can't remember if we've had him or not. Henry Aaron, that's the young Henry Aaron. That's the shortstop. That's Hammer and Hank, before he became Hammer and Hank. Okay. Let's see, who else we got? Luis Aparicio? I never knew how to say his name. We're not going to get him. Barry Larkin. I've truly never had Barry. I know for a fact I've never had Barry Larkin. That could be pretty fun. I might get Barry Larkin. Let's go dive a little deep into the Barry Larkin train here. And then we will toss in got a lot of shortstops on this roster, don't I? We'll toss in maybe Tony Stone because we don't. Do we need Tony? Well, she's a female. We'll keep her on the squad. Why not? All right. We'll maybe get this guy. No, we can't. We'll just get. We'll get freaking Barry Larkin. That's what we'll do there. Barry Larkin now on the team. Wyatt Langford. Probably got to trade Wyatt Langford. Let's get another legend out here. Screw the freaking young guys. We don't need young guys. We need actual legends like Ryan Braun, the cheater. Hideki Matsui could be cool. That's another thing I got to be careful of. I can't look past the created guys that are also legends but don't have the legend symbol. I got to be more patient and actually look at the guys. I don't want the donkey. I don't want Adam Dunn, even though... Actually, I might want Adam Dunn. I don't know. I've had him plenty of times before. Barry Bonds, that's who I want. All right, we're getting Barry Bonds. We're getting the big dog Barry. I don't know how we get him, but we're getting him. It might have to be Tony Gwynn. Do I want to toss in a little Tony Gwynn action in here? That's the way we get Barry Bonds, I guess. You know what? I don't hate it. Barry Bonds, welcome to the squad. We finally got him. Barry Bonds and Bo Jackson on the team. All right, so now we're going to need another right fielder instead of Tony Gwynn. So we could also use a backup third baseman other than Pablo. The Panda's fine. I talked about trading Jackie, so we're going to have to trade Jackie. Who's a second baseman we could go after? It could be fun to get Robbie Cano, another cheater. Who else? Alfonso Soriano, we've had plenty of times before. I love Alfonso Soriano. I always get him. But I think I'll stay away from him for now. Bill Mazeroski. Craig Biggio could be fun. I don't think I've ever had Craig Biggio. I've had Kevin Biggio. Brian Roberts. Man, there's not a lot of like interesting second basemen, are there? I think we might go for Robbie Cano. Although he doesn't have the power I thought he had. Interesting. Maybe we don't go for Robbie. Larry Doby, no. Ryan Sandberg. Mazeroski. Does he have the power? He doesn't really have any power, does he? Biggio doesn't have a lot of power either. There's not really a lot of power hitting second baseman, are there? There's Glue Bomb. Kinsler we've had, don't want him. Chase Utley we've had, don't want him. I guess Cano is really one of the only options. He's 35, though. Although Jackie's 34, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. And we can get somebody else, too, for Jackie. So we could toss in maybe a Chase DeLauder. We could get that big dog. And maybe we can get Dave Bird as well. No, that's probably a little bit too much. But we can probably get Herbert Knight if I go and I be a little generous here and give them another third baseman. So that trade done. So now we got Robinson Cano. Joe Morgan, do I want to keep Joe on the team? I might want to keep Joe on the team. Piazza, the Pizza Man. I'm going to miss calling him the Pizza Man. But we do got to get some new faces in here. So who's going to be that new catcher? Maybe Joe Mauer? I can't remember the last time I had Joe Mauer on the team. Who is it? Not Jorge Posada. I've had him plenty of times. It's probably either Gary Carter, because I know I've never had Gary Carter. So it's probably either Gary Carter or... I've had Pudge before. It might be Gary Carter or Joe Mauer. Or maybe Joe Torre. Does Joe Torre hit a bunch of home runs? He doesn't. He only played in 40 games, though. He's a good contact guy. I don't know. It might be Joe Mauer, actually. Because I'm not really feeling anybody else. No, we could go with a Fresh Prince, I guess. But I'm not really feeling another catcher in here. We've had Pudge plenty of times before. I'm pretty sure. Have we not? I don't remember, actually. I feel like we've had Pudge. Maybe we haven't. Maybe we haven't had the Pudge Man. You know what? I'll get Pudge. We'll go for Pudge. There we go. Pizza Man leaves. But now we got the Pudgy. Felix Bautista will get traded. We'll probably have to trade him for either a closing pitcher or another bullpen guy. Just a bullpen guy in general. What kind of legendary bullpen arms are there? Eric Gagne? He had a pretty solid year. We can make that trade. There's the other Raleigh Fingers. I mean, there's not a ton of guys, is there? Rob Dibble had a pretty good year in terms of closing saves. Billy Wagner, Goose Gossage. We have the other one. Edwin Diaz. Does he count as a legend? He had a good year. And you know what? This might be the only time I ever get Edwin Diaz. I might do this. I can't remember the last time I've ever gotten Edwin Diaz, so I might go for him. And I didn't mean to back out there. That's my bad. Where was Edwin Diaz at? There he is. We'll trade Felix Bautista. We'll do that trade. Bada bing, bada boom. Edwin Diaz on the team. Mariano Rivera. He can't be traded. He's just gonna have to rot on the bench, I guess. Okay, rest of the bullpen. Do I want to trade anybody else here? Probably don't want to trade Bob Feller. Goose is fine. Vita Blue. I guess it's time to start trading starting pitchers. So we start with Randy Johnson. I really want Roger Clemens. That's one of the big guys that I want. We could give them Eric Cordeo or maybe Rico Padilla. Let's give them Marco Rea. And then we toss in somebody else we don't want, like Braden Ward, and we go done. Boom, Roger Clemens, new starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays. Welcome aboard. Pedro Martinez next up. Who is Pedro going to get traded for? Jim Abbott. He kind of had a cool down year after winning 27 games. Obviously, you can't get Jim Abbott with one hand like he had in real life, or one arm, I guess. And he's way too valuable to get, at least for Pedro's trade. So who else do we go for? Who do we go for? Roy Halladay. I've had him plenty of times. We could just go for straight up Shohei. I mean, at this point, he is a legend. Shohei is a legend at this point. Maybe we go for him. I'll think about it. We could go back to Shohei. Kerry Wood, Tom Seaver. Didn't have that good of a year. We could go for Tom Seaver. I'm thinking about it. Or maybe the other Nolan Ryan. We have the one Nolan Ryan here, the 46-year-old. We could go for that Nolan Ryan, which could be pretty fun. I don't think I've ever had this other version of Nolan Ryan. We could be striking out a bunch of people. You know what? Let's do it. Pedro goes to the Diamondbacks. We get Nolan Ryan. And then got to trade Johan. Who do I want? Greg Maddux. I've had Greg Maddux before. Catfish Hunter, AJ Burnett, Bieber. I keep coming back to Shohei. I might get him. Because then we could have some fun and put him as like a hitter too, even though we have a lot of bullpen or a lot of DH guys already. Andy Pettit's fun. It's a fun little trade. Might go for that. J.R. Richard didn't have that good of a year. Satchel Paige. He had a really good year in terms of wins. It's a pretty okay year, right? Not anything crazy. Satchel Paige is an interesting option. We could go to Donchar Willis. We've had D-Train before. I remember that. Who do I want? I keep coming back to Shohei. I feel like I want to get him. I feel like I do. I mean, he hit 37 home runs last year for the Mets. I feel like I want Shohei. Just so I can say I have Shohei. But how do we get him is the question. Can't trade that dude just yet. Can't trade any... Oh, that's right. I can't trade any of these bullpen guys just yet. I forgot about that. I can give them... I can give them Kenley Jansen, but they don't want Kenley Jansen. What about Boone Jones or Joey Votto? It might take somebody that's a little bit more valuable. I'd be willing to give up Alexander Vargas. I'd also be willing to give up... Would I be willing to give up Eloy Jimenez? Probably. I'd certainly be willing to give up Matt Gorski, but They don't want him. Trey Harris, Derek Martins, Luis Baez pushes it across. Stanton doesn't. Castellanos does. What about Sean Bouchard? Yeah, they want Sean Bouchard. I don't want Sean Bouchard, so you can have Sean Bouchard. We get ourselves Shohei Ohtani, which is super fun. So we add now Roger Clemens, Nolan Ryan, Shohei Ohtani to the pitching staff. We keep Bob Gibson, Jose Fernandez. I think that's how we'll keep that starting rotation. I think we'll keep those guys. So what other trades do I want to make? I want to keep Brian Wilson. We just got Edwin Diaz. We got Pudge. I want to keep the Big Hurt and probably Big Papi as well. Joe Morgan, I guess we could move on from. I mean, I like Joe Morgan, but maybe we get some new faces in here at second base. But second base is one of the ones where we were struggling to find guys. And we can always get Alfonso Soriano, I guess. But I always get Alfonso Soriano. We could go Craig Biggio. I don't think I've ever had Craig Biggio before. But I kind of want Alfonso. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Who do we go after? Who do we grab? Biggio, Mazeroski, got good contact. He's not very fast at all. Sandberg, not really any power. Soriano's got the power. Biggio doesn't have a lot of power. I might go Biggio. Maybe a little Ted Williams action too. Can't get Ted Williams. At least not with this trade. Never would trade for Yadier Molina, that's for sure. We can add Ryan Howard to the team, because why not? And it looks like I can add even another person. Oh, this is the same place we sent. Oh, this is the team we just played in the World Series. Duh. I didn't even realize it was the Braves. They don't have any pitchers that I want. Do they have any bullpen guys? Not really. They don't really have a lot of anything, do they? I guess you give me this 18-year-old that's an A potential? Sure, why not? For Joe Morgan, I'll take it. You can have Joe Morgan. We get ourselves Craig Biggio and Robinson Cano. So new second base options. We got Pete Rose. We got Pablo Sandoval. I could trade Pablo. I could trade the Panda. Get another third baseman. Who that third baseman is, I don't know. We could go... Ooh, I've always wanted Pujols. But I don't know if Pujols... Do I even have the ability to get Pujols? I could give them De La Cruz. I'm not giving them Julian German, that's for sure. You can forget about that. I can give them Jackson Holiday, probably. They don't want Eloy Jimenez. Cutchin. None of these guys are going to get it done, are they? It probably has to be Jackson Holiday. If we're going to get this across. And then Ryan Ward, I guess. So I'd be willing to do that. I mean, we have Julian German, who's a lot better than Jackson Holiday already. So Holiday, you can go over to the Guardians. Pablo Sandoval can go over there too. We get Albert Pujols on the team now. That's the fun one. I know we've had Pujols before. Barry Bonds, Bo Jackson, Carlos Beltran. Did we trade Carlos Beltran? We might. We might trade Carlos Beltran. I don't know. Depends on who's available. I kind of like I kind of like what we have right now with Carlos. I don't really want DiMaggio. We've had DiMaggio, haven't we? No, that's Aaron Judge. Yeah, we had DiMaggio already. I don't really want him back. I didn't mean to back out there. That's my bad. Maybe we just keep Beltran. And maybe I try and... I gotta try and get another right fielder, right? But I don't really have any packages I can toss. I guess I can toss Leclerc to get a right fielder to add to this team alongside... Maybe we toss in Nick Castellanos, even though I like Nick Castellanos because he hits a bunch of home runs when people make bad mistakes. Juan Soto, Acuna, not even James Wood, wow. Ichiro, I forgot about Ichiro. I definitely want Ichiro on this team. How do I get Ichiro on this team? Not Tony Stone. How do I get Ichiro on this squad? Ellie De La Cruz. Well, I'm not giving you Ellie De La Cruz. Barry Bonds, not even Bo Jackson. Eloy doesn't do anything. Kutch doesn't do anything. Beltran gets it close. Beltran gets it real close. I got to get Ichiro. I'm not giving you Bryce Harper. That's the whole point. Roby, Gonzalez. None of these pitchers are going to do anything, really. We don't have anybody that valuable in the pitching rotation. That's kind of unfortunate. I mean, all of these starters probably... Well, Roger gets it done. So does Shohei, but I'm not giving it... I just got those guys. I'm not giving you up. What about the old Nolan Ryan? No, you can't even get rid of it. What's that say? June 15th. How do I get Ichiro? How in the world does Ichiro Suzuki end up a Blue Jay? That's a good question. I'm glad I asked it. Maybe Big Papi? Big Papi gets it done. We did just add Ryan Howard. Does Ryan Howard get it done? He doesn't even close. David Ortiz. He hasn't really been up on the big league for us because we've had Frank Thomas. But I do like Big Papi. I'd like to keep him around. I don't know how we get this done. That's the only problem. I don't know how we get this done. Adrian Beltre would be cool. How do we end up with the guys that I want and not the guys I don't want to lose? It looks like it's just Papi. It's just David Ortiz. I don't want to give him up. I don't want to give him up. But then again, if I make this trade, I don't think I could get him back, is the problem. I'd be probably trying to scrounge to get him back. I don't think I could. But it's Ichiro. I've wanted Ichiro for a while. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to trade David Ortiz, unfortunately. I'm going to do the trade. Oh, I wanted freaking Ichiro so bad, but how can I get David Ortiz back? Fernando Cruz, Tyson Kincaid. I'd be willing to give you Tyson Kincaid and Eloy Jimenez, even though Eloy doesn't do anything. Emmanuel Rodriguez. I give them Ichiro back. Oh, I don't think I can get David Ortiz back, can I? Jose Fernandez. They want Jose Fernandez. Well, you're not getting Jose Fernandez, so you can think about something else. They want Jose Fernandez again. They keep wanting Jose Fernandez. With this combination of players, that's who they want. Or they want Bryce Harper because they need a right fielder. Well, you're not getting Bryce Harper. I'll give you Kutch, probably, right? I can give him Kutch. What about now? Frank Thomas. What about Ryan Howard? Oh, I think I might have just made a mistake letting David Ortiz go, but I needed to get Ichiro on the team. None of the bullpen guys move across. Not giving up Ohtani. I think we might have to just let it ride without David Ortiz. It's kind of unfortunate, but I needed to get Ohtani. I really wanted Ichiro on the team. We've really changed this entire lineup. I mean, we have a new catcher. We have a new second baseman, 2 new second basemen. We have a new third baseman. We have a new shortstop. We have a new left fielder. We have a new right fielder with Ichiro. We've really changed up this lineup, haven't we? How do we get anybody else? Do I even want to trade for anybody else? Let me get the lineup and everything figured out first. Then we can see what we're doing here. So the big league roster, who's on this major league roster that shouldn't be? So definitely Gabriel Gonzalez should not be on this roster. Chase DeLauder should not be. I guess he's got no options, whatever. He might get taken. Gonzalez doesn't need to be on there anymore. Who doesn't need to be up here? Oh, actually, we're at the perfect amount. Okay, perfect. I didn't realize we're at the perfect amount. So pitcher rotation, we'll put Clemens, we'll put Nolan Ryan, we'll put Shohei, and we'll get this right. So yeah, that is pretty good. Actually, I want Nolan Ryan being our 9th or our 5th. And then this is perfect, good to go. And then the actual lineup. So we got Pete Rose playing second. Nope, Biggio playing second. First base is going to be... It's probably got to be Frank Thomas now. So DH is going to be somebody. Who's going to be DH? Probably Barry, because Bo's going to play left. So Barry's probably going to be DH. And then first base is going to be Frank Thomas. Left field's Bo. Center field's Beltran. Catcher is going to be Pudge. Right field is going to be Bryce or Ichiro, either one. Probably Ichiro for right now, just so because he's new. And then this is probably third base, so that's got to be Pete Rose. There we go. Biggio, Ripken. First base is Frank, but he's in left field. That's why he was in left field, because he was in the lineup at left field. I don't know why he's at left field. He didn't even have that as a secondary position. I don't know why they would put him there. That's kind of crazy. Barry Bonds doesn't need to be in first base, so we'll just substitute somebody right there. Barry Bonds at the DH spot, Bo Jackson in left field. First base will be Frank. Center field's Beltran. Catcher is going to be Pudge. Right field is going to be Ichiro. Or I guess I could put Bryce at this spot. We might switch Bryce and Ichiro in the lefty-righty stuff. So then we'll go, and this will be third base. Okay, so our new look lineup, I mean, it looks about the same talent-wise as what we just had. I like it a lot. I really do. I like all the new guys that we added, like Pujols and Ryan Howard and all these boys. We could start Barry Larkin over Cal Ripken, maybe for the first. Or maybe, who's better against lefties? Barry's better against, he's got lefty power. But he's better contact. This is weird. Okay, we'll have Barry go against righties. Because he got righty power. Or he's got righty contact. But lefty power. That's weird. Why does he have righty contact but lefty power? And then lefty power. Yeah. We'll have Barry go against lefties or righties, and then Cal goes against righties. Or what am I saying? Barry goes against righties. Cal goes against lefties. That's how we'll do it. I don't care about new items in the shop. All right, I'll figure out which way, like how everybody hits and what order they hit in. But I think those are the deals that we needed to be done. McCann is now a Tampa Bay Ray. Craig Kimbrell signs with us. I forgot about that, actually. Perfect. So Craig Kimbrell now adds to this team in the bullpen. I forgot we even offered him a contract, if we're being totally honest. So we need to move another guy down, and that guy is going to be probably somebody in the hitting, like on the bench. Probably don't need everybody up there. So let's go through this. So we're probably going to need 2 catchers. We don't necessarily need 2 first basemen because we have Albert Pujols, who can also play first base. So Ryan Howard probably needs to go down to AAA. He has no options, though, but he's going to do it anyway. And that'll be how we do that. All right, we'll see how that works. We'll keep moving on. Is Ryan Howard going to get picked up? He's got claimed. Wow. Yes, I will revoke it. So Ryan Howard's going to get claimed. So we can't send Ryan Howard down. Who's going to be a guy that doesn't get claimed? All these guys are going to get claimed. But German doesn't have any, or he has options still. I'd love Julian German to be up in the bigs. I really would. He had a decent year. But I think with the additions of the new players, I think he's got to be one that goes down. Although Robbie Cano is going to go down because he's got options. So we'll send Robbie Cano down. And that'll be what we do. Okay, so we keep Julian German up. That's perfect. That's what I wanted to do. All right. Luckily, it was an irrevocable waiver, or revocable waiver, whatever it's called. The one where we could bring him back, basically. Catfish Hunter, Shane McClanahan. Bagwell has accepted Diamondbacks offer and is no longer considering the Blue Jays offer. Well, Jeff Bagwell is gone. Buff has accepted I kind of forgot that Buff Bagwell was not even back on the team. Well, that's kind of annoying. So we bring Griffey back. I forgot about wait, where's Pujols at? Wait, what? Did Pujols get sent down? What? Where's Pujols at? What just happened? Why? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are all these guys in free agency now? Oh my God, now I gotta offer these guys contracts? What? What just happened? Why did these guys get kicked off the team? Alright, I guess we gotta offer these guys contracts now. Maybe because, oh, I think it's because they didn't have contracts when I traded for them, and then I didn't initially give them offers, and I simulated too far. I think that's what happened. That's kind of annoying. I forgot about that. They didn't have. I remember that now. They didn't have contracts when I traded for them, and then I simulated too far, and I let them get into free agency. That's my bad. Chris Sale's a relief pitcher? What? Offer? Luis Robert? Lubob? Offer? Maybe? Question mark? I think that's going to be it. Hopefully we get these guys back. I'd be kind of sad if we didn't. It's my fault. I shouldn't have let them... Gotta make sure you get these guys back. I gotta pay attention now. Offered arbitration on these guys. I gotta pay more attention. Hopefully they sign. Lubob accepted the Braves offer. That's not too bad. I was just kind of throwing it at him. Pujols we got back. Escher we got back. Bonds we got back. Jeffers doesn't matter. Roger. Okay, so we got everybody back. Thank God. I was a little bit scared there for a second. Little bit scared that we weren't going to get those guys back. But we do get them all back. Man, Joey Votto fell down to Class A. Poor guy. Okay, perfect. Thank you, ma'am. We get those guys back. Scared me for slightly a little bit. We probably need to move... I'm going to move Raleigh Fingers just to straight up relief pitcher instead of a closing pitcher. I feel like that'll be a little bit easier. So we'll move him to there. We've got Edwin Diaz, Craig Kimbrell. But now he goes down a little bit. Maybe that's why I was keeping him up. Does he have an option? He doesn't have any option. Does he get picked up? I don't think he gets picked up. We'll move Raleigh down. I doubt that he gets claimed by somebody. Oviedo goes to the Cubs. Duran. White Sox have offered me a trade. Dansby Swanson. You want to give me Dansby Swanson for Juan Gonzalez and Giancarlo Stanton? Seems like a kind of weird trade. No, I'm not going to do that. That feels like trading just for the sake of trading. And we go to the lottery, even though we're not going to have anybody in the lottery, or we're going to have any chance at the lottery because we won the World Series. So we're going to be picking last. But it's not about the draft. Astros move up to number 1. The Reds moved up to number 2. Good for the Reds. That's what I like to see, big dogs. Ernie Banks is a Pirate. Joe Nathan's a Ranger. Reed Detmer's White Sox. The Roll 5 draft. Colt Keith got picked up. I don't think he was on our team, was he? I don't think so. All right, let's keep moving. Seiya Suzuki's a Cardinal. Bo Bichette traded from the Braves to the Mets. Okay, not a really impactful trade. Torrey Hunter going back to the Twins. Look at that. Good for Torrey. Max Fried to the Royals. Jordan Hicks to the Reds. Reds spending money? What? Chris Sale does sign with the Blue Jays. Okay, I kind of just threw that out there. I didn't think he'd actually sign with us, but he did. Okay, 40-man roster. Giancarlo doesn't need to be on the 40-man. Let's be real. Neither does Mariano. Mariano don't need to be on the 40-man. We also have too many guys on the big league club, but we'll keep them there because it's going to be fixed when we get to spring training anyway. So Tim Raines signed with the Astros, Brandon Donovan with the Rangers. John Kruk is an Astro now. The panel sided with us for Adam Kolarek. They sided with us for Jalen Beede. The panel only sides with us when it's garbage players. Okay, so spring training's about to be here. Am I officially happy with the team? We definitely made a lot of moves. We've changed this team up pretty heavily, actually. We've definitely changed this team up pretty heavily. What's these missing things? Oh, DH. That's because we took him out. That's right. Barry Bonds playing DH. Where's Frank at? Oh, he's in first base. Okay, never mind. Oh, he's in left field again. That's right field. So right field needs to be Ichiro. Where's Ichiro at? There he is. And then we'll do this. Bada bing, bada boom. Bryce Harper there. Bo Jackson. And I had Barry and Cal are still in the same spot. Okay, perfect. So we definitely changed up the lineup a whole heck of a lot. I mean, we have a bunch of new starting pitchers and Roger Clemens, Shohei, and Nolan Ryan. That should be pretty fun. Do I want to change anything else before we go to spring training? Probably not. I like our catchers. I like the first base. Although we're probably going to have to sign somebody in free agency. Probably should just do that now. We probably need to sign somebody in free agency to play AAA baseball for us. So who that's going to be, I don't even freaking know. Maybe it'll be Prince Fielder. We'll sign Prince Fielder to a contract. He'll play AAA baseball for us. Tomorrow's the last day to renew contracts. Did Prince sign? I think he signed. All right, Prince, where are you? Prince Fielder is playing AAA first base. Congratulations, big dog. Okay, I think that's all we need to do. I don't think I'm going to make any other trades. I like the bullpen. I like the closing pitchers, the catchers, the first base, the second base. We've got new guys everywhere. And crucially, we've got guys that I've wanted on the team for a while, like Barry Bonds, like Ichiro, like Albert Pujols and Pete Rose. Pudge I like. I've wanted Roger Clemens for a while. So we got a lot of guys that I've wanted for a while on the team now. We should be pretty darn good next year, and I think we will be. So I'm going to move to spring training. There we go. And that'll be the end of the episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Next episode is going to be pretty darn fun because we are going to start what could eventually be the final season. Because I've mentioned previously on previous episodes that I'm going to stop uploading MLB The Show videos on the channel once the real-life baseball season wraps up, and we are already into playoff baseball as of recording this video. So we don't have too much longer. We probably got the rest of October and maybe a little bit into November, depending on if the World Series goes deep. So we probably don't have that much longer, but it should be enough to get through at least another season of all of my different series. So we'll at least have finality on all those different things. We'll get to see the new guys. But I'm excited for this one because we have so many new faces we'll get to see. But that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Okay, so I know this is kind of random at the very end of an episode. I don't usually do this, but this is future juice. This is I was going into finish up the spring training stuff for the Jays season to get to the regular season to start for the next episode, and I went back in to load the franchise, and I got this message. Cannot load the save data because it got corrupted. I don't know how it got corrupted. I did the normal stuff that I usually do. And as you can see, my other stuff is perfectly fine. The Padres are good and the Bolts are both good. So I don't know what happened to the Blue Jays. I have no idea. But every time I load it, it's corrupted. So I guess the Blue Jays series is over because as you can tell, I don't have another backup file. I don't have a backup file for any of these because I didn't think that it would ever. It's never happened to me before. So that never came across my mind that it would get corrupted. I've never had in all my time playing MLB The Show series, I've never had a corrupted file. So I didn't even think about having a backup file because why would I? Nothing bad ever happened. So that didn't even process in my mind. But I guess I can't load it. There's nothing I can do. I don't have it on the cloud, I don't think, unless maybe I do. No, I didn't have it. I don't have my cloud linked, I guess. So that's not something I can do, right? Files downloaded from the cloud will be temporarily stored locally in console. No cloud files found. I guess I could. I'm not going to do that. It's just, it's kind of annoying. The Blue Jays series is over earlier than I would have wanted. I mean, we just added all those new players. I was so excited to get to the team. It was probably going to be the final season anyway, which is why it's not like the end of the world, but I mean, it's content that I lose out on. So it's kind of annoying for sure. I apologize. I didn't think that I would get a corrupted file on MLB The Show, but it's happened. So that is the end of the Toronto Blue Jays series. And the reason why I'm putting it at the end of this video is because obviously I'm not going to make a 5-minute video talking about the corrupted file. So this is now the finale episode. Instead of going one more season like we were going to, this is now the finale episode. So I apologize. I messed up. That's my bad. I didn't realize it. But this is where we're at right now. So sorry. I don't know what else to say. I didn't know this was going to happen. I'm kind of shocked, actually. So if you enjoyed the Legends series and you like the Toronto Blue Jays, I apologize. At least we had 2 World Series. It's not like we didn't get the job done at least once. So it's not a failure of a series. It just didn't go as long as I would have expected it to go. But, I mean, we were going to be ending all these series anyway in October anyway. I'm saying anyway a lot. We were going to end all those series at the end of October, so I guess this one just happens to be a little bit earlier. But that means you get more Padres and more Bolts, I guess, because that takes away one upload every other day. All right, that's all I have for you. There's nothing else I can do. So I apologize again. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was going to be able to corrupt my own file. I don't know even what I did. I loaded or I saved everything normally like I usually do. And this time it just corrupted on me. So I don't know if this is a regular thing or if I just made a mistake I didn't realize. I don't know. But it's corrupted. I can't get it back. And because I didn't upload it to the cloud. And we're in trouble for that one. So that one's over. Blue Jays are done. Padres and Bolts will still go on, hopefully, without any other problems. They'll go on until the scheduled end at the end of October. And we'll see what happens. But again, thank you for stopping by and watching. I appreciate it. I apologize again for the Blue Jays. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.